Welcome to another episode of Married Watching Anime. I'm your host, Matthew.
I'm your host, Christina.
And finally, Radiant 7 and 8.
Hooray!
We watched these so long ago,
I know.
everybody.
We're going to see how much I remember.
As you're going through them, you're going to find that I found that I enjoyed them less looking back on them than I did at the time watching them.
I'd agree with that.
Thinking back on the episodes and having to think about them, they made me more annoyed. That's where I got to. When I was typing this one up, I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't like these as much as...
Sometimes Seth and Melly are a little too dumb for me to take.
So that wasn't actually what bothered me. I love them so much.
I know
They're my
you do.
favorite thing ever. I don't like Yaga.
No, I don't like Yaga either.
As a character right now, I understand the plot point. I understand what he's doing. I just don't care about it.
Yeah.
I thought I would care more, and I don't.
I think I had issues with him in our last Radiant review, where I
You
was like,
did.
I don't really like him.
His character, I understand it. He's the tough teacher.
He's the crotchety old man.
But his advice and his stuff makes sense in terms of character development, which the show is very good at. Mm-hmm. But on the same side of that token, or the coin, or whatever you want to say, the same...
Toss a coin to your Witcher?
Yeah, toss a coin to your... On the opposite side of that coin, he's just super obnoxious to me.
Yes,
As a
agreed.
character and all that. But let's get into it. We'll kind of explain along the way. And I like this episode more than I like the next episode. So episode 7, The Beast of the Underground Water System, Monster. Doc is kidnapped by a giant octopus, leviathan, kraken, some kind of monster. He's huge, and he lives in the sewer system, and he's kidnapped because Doc likes to drink a lot of coffee, and this octopus loves coffee.
Yes.
Melly and Seth, I wrote it as Millie. I had that wrong, everybody. It's Melly and Seth set several traps, and their adventure to rescue Doc leads to several problematic situations.
This was a fun episode.
It was a very fun episode. It starts off with Doc sitting at Miss Melba's,
Yes.
drinking his coffee, as he does every morning, and apparently he drinks so much coffee that he just smells like
Reeks
it
of it.
radiates coffee.
Yep.
And so he is thus kidnapped by the coffee-loving Kraken
We know what it's like to reek of coffee, but we both worked in a coffee shop.
for quite some time.
Yes.
That's where we met each other.
Yes.
I won't tell the story. I tell it all the time.
I know.
But anyway. So Doc is kidnapped, and Seth and Melly decide that this is their time to shine and that they're going to rescue Doc. Well, they are terrible at this.
They're so bad at it.
But every single time they have this giant pot of coffee, and the Kraken always seems to get the pot of coffee.
And still take Doc back with him.
And Doc somehow gets beat up by them every time, rather than the octopus getting done.
Yes.
I'm going to switch between octopus and Kraken. It's kind of the same monster almost, but a Kraken's probably more like a squid, right?
I don't know. Krakens are giant things.
It looked more like a giant octopus to me. It looked like a giant Octorok from Zelda.
It does look like a giant
but
Octorok.
huge one versus a tiny one.
Yes.
There is a boss, I think it's in A Link to the Past, that's an Octorok, isn't it?
I think so.
I know
think
it,
it's a Link to the Past.
or was that in Cadence of Hyrule?
We've played a lot of different Zelda games.
Either way, it looks like a giant Octorok that just loves his freaking coffee.
Yes.
So, long story short, they get stressed out by it. They don't think they're going to be able to save him. They work up the courage. They finally are going to defeat this monster, and Doc stops them, saying that he has become friends with it.
They both love coffee.
They love coffee, and they're like-minded souls.
I know. It's very funny. It's very cute.
And the whole time, Seth is trying to rescue him because Seth is just Seth, and he likes everybody, and he wants to do the right thing.
He wants to help everyone.
And Doc, on the other hand, does not like Seth.
At all.
But finally comes to grips that Seth is trying to save him despite Doc not liking him.
Yes.
He wants to save him anyway.
Yes.
And so there's a big emotional scene at the end. It's really cute, but they become friends with the giant monster in the sewer. Rather than hurting him, they escape.
Yes.
Even though he was about to blow him to smithereens with a crazy Titan punch and a kick and all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yeah. It was a good episode.
Yep, but in the end, Doc gets to have his coffee with Miss Melba again, and at the end of this one is when he discovers that the puppet is the one that makes all the coffee and not Miss Melba.
Oh, yeah, because he's trying to flirt with her, and he's like, if you could make me coffee every single morning.
And then the puppet in the end, he goes, well, if you like coffee so much, I'm the one that makes it. Much to his dismay.
Yes.
I liked this episode as a whole. It was just it always went like a side adventure versus, like, if you were reading a manga, this would be like a side story.
Yes.
But I think it's fun when they add these into the anime to kind of this anime is already really light, but to kind of give you something extra, something fun.
Just a little side adventure, a little side quest.
Well, there's all this, I think there's like 24, 25 episodes in the first season. So it's nice when they add an episode or two like that. It's kind of like when we watch Slime, when they add little side adventure episodes in there.
Yes. Not the Slime Diaries.
Slime Diaries that's basically all Slime Diaries are, but it's so adorable.
It's so cute.
We're not going to be reviewing it. That one's just for us, but we do love the Slime Diaries. Anyway, what did you think of episode 7 as a whole? What would you give it?
I'd give it a 9. I liked the coffee-loving Kraken. I
mean, that basically is you.
It is me, yes. And I can only have a cup of coffee a day now, which is very sad.
That'll change again.
It will. And I liked that Doc has finally kind of come to terms with dealing with Seth. And, like, he's not going to be able to shake him. And he is really trying his hardest. And he does really like Doc. So it's like, okay, I guess this is my little family
buddy
at the moment.
Yes. And especially because Seth and Melly live together now. So he's kind of stuck with them.
And he's
kind of stuck
saddled
with the idiot
with
duo.
their ridiculous debt.
Oh my gosh, is he saddled with the ridiculous? Speaking of the ridiculous debt,
That's a good segue, except you didn't rate them.
yeah, I'd give this one a 9 too. Looking back on this, I guess when I was saying I don't like them, it was episode 8.
It's this next
this one
episode,
that I'm not a huge fan of. It has its good moments, but anyway, I'd give it a 9 as well. I really like this one. We haven't had a perfect Radiant episode yet, and all of it's new to me. So when we watch more. Probably not tonight, but maybe tomorrow we'll watch some more of it.
Okay.
Start getting into it again.
Yeah.
But yeah, episode 8, everybody. Proof of Strength, Progress. All right, I'm going to read the synopsis, then I'm going to go on a little tangent, and then I'm going to go through this episode.
Do you want me to read the synopsis and then you can go on your tangent?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And if I typed this up a little angry, so I apologize because she hasn't edited my anime once in a while. So if there's anything wrong with it, just go ahead.
So, Seth, Doc, and Melly's debt has gone so high that Lord Majesty makes them do manual labor to help shave off some of the debt. Yaga has also declared that Seth won't be getting more training until he can answer the question of why he wants more power and takes away his ability to use magic.
Take away Seth's ability.
Seth's ability to use magic. Yeah, he puts, like, fancy gauntlets on.
That electrocute him when he tries to take him off and doesn't allow him to gather the Fantasia to use spells.
Correct. While laboring away, Seth runs into the Bravery Quartet again and must answer the question of why having more power is so important to him.
So, Yaga once again tells him he's not going to train him. This is the second time that Yaga's gone, yeah, I'm not training you for XYZ reasons. It's super annoying.
It's very annoying.
Train him or don't train him,
Yes.
but quit being a dick. Seth has almost no experience with magic other than he knows how to gather magic.
Yeah, and then he doesn't use it properly.
So he's not giving him the know-how to do it, and he's kind of making him learn on his own, even though he's training him. So I'm very confused. And then he always ends it with, well, I'll train you again, but it's going to be tough. And his character drives me a little nuts.
Yeah.
He's a short little green-haired dude, and he's super annoying. And I wish he would do more.
I also keep thinking that we're pronouncing his name wrong because I keep thinking of the Yiga Clan from Breath of the Wild.
They're cool.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. They're super derpy. Even their boss guy is, he's a lot cooler than
Super
Yaga.
fat dude.
Uh-huh.
They all just want to destroy Link. Let's talk about the Yiga Clan instead of Yaga.
So, the entire time I'm watching this, I'm just getting, it irks me about Yaga's personality and character.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the point a little bit. I think you're supposed to like him more. I just don't like the fact that he's like, well, now I found something else I don't like about you, so I'm not going to train you until you do this.
Yeah, it's kind of like we took a step forward with Doc not liking Seth, and then we took like 2 steps back with Yaga not liking Seth.
Yeah, and so Yaga's training him in the beginning, and Seth is unable to use his powers correctly. He's able to gather a large amount, but he doesn't know how to release it, basically.
Yeah, is this also the episode where he figures out
that the gloves
are kind of preventing him from...
Because he goes barehanded, the gloves prevent it. And so he makes him wear these special type of gloves, I think mithril gloves or something like that.
With the black silver. They're laced with black silver.
That's what it is, black silver. But anyway, they prevent him from gathering magic. So that's what they put on him. And if he tries to take them off, they electrocute him. And he says, if you take them off before answering this question to me, I won't train you in how to do magic.
And then the Bravery Quartet shows up while they're cleaning the ship, which I guess is the entire floating island.
Was it Master Lord Majesty? Is that his full name?
I don't know.
The cat. He forces them into labor, and so Millie and Seth have to go onto the top of the academy outside and polish it.
Yes, and then Doc is pushing a wheel like a donkey somewhere in the basement, and you don't find out until the end it's for a
shaved ice machine. That the Lord Majesty gets a bunch of free shaved ice, and Doc is still pushing it after they're all said and done.
Yes.
But they run into the Bravery Quartet, who are trying to steal from the academy, and they're pretty much naked other than their underwear. Which they use their butts to fire magic because their underwear is laced with the magic power. And so Seth, they start fighting, but Seth can't do much of anything. But Millie goes into her crazy mode, and then they're fighting each other that way. Mm-hmm. So Millie, and then he uses Millie as a distraction to beat him up. Mellie. I keep saying Millie. Mellie. But what happens is he knocks out 2 of them, and the big guy's telling him how he should get the items to get power, and Seth realizes that he wants his power to help people. That's really what he wants more power for, to protect the people he cares about.
Yeah, it's not to basically gain notoriety or better like his position in life. It's to help everyone around him.
Yeah, and he's kind of like protect the people he loves kind of personality. That's at least where it's going. But anyway, the I said Doc. It's wrong. It's Don Bossman.
Don Bossman. What a name.
Falls off the academy, which is floating in the sky, and then Seth jumps off with a broom, but he can't use magic with the gloves on. But he takes the gloves off and is able to fly and he saves Don Bossman in the end.
Yes.
And the cat, Master Lord Majesty, or whatever his name is, says, well, he knew they were going to try to rob him, so he took care of 2 birds with 1 stone, knock off some debt, deal with some criminals, etc., etc., etc. In the end, Yaga gives Seth a pair of gloves, saying that he will train him, but they have finger holes in them.
Yes.
And so now he's able to channel the magic and actually use it properly, because he channels them into the hand. He's the only one that can do it barehanded. Mm-hmm. His gloves are actually preventing magic use.
Yes.
So that's the whole point. He has open finger gloves now, and now he can use magic because he has the open finger gloves. Mm-hmm. Which is a good story progression.
Yes.
Everything made sense in terms of story. It just... I don't like Yaga.
I'd agree with that.
And this is the first episode. I'm just going to say it's a 6 for me.
I would give it a 7, yeah.
The Bravery Quartet is still funny to me. I thought it was a little childish, but it was still goofy enough that I enjoyed them shooting magic out of their underwear. I thought it was silly.
It's so dumb.
I like the guy with like the pillows for the head and the snot coming out of him. He makes me laugh because he still messed up their pose.
He did. He was facing the wrong way yet again.
He's not very good at the poses. And I still really, 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 really like the Seth Millie dynamic. Mellie. I'm going to get this right. Hopefully by episode 9, everybody, I'll get this one right.
Well, it took us like an entire season to realize that it's Rising of the Shield Hero and not Rise of the Shield Hero. Yeah. So we're great at this.
People are coming back, so we appreciate you sticking with our our terribleness.
We're just a bunch of idiots doing this.
But yeah, this episode is my first 6. Looking back on it, had I reviewed this right after, I probably would have given it an 8.
Yeah.
But now looking back on it and really thinking about it, it's definitely a 6. Yaga's the worst. Hopefully he gets better. I'm not holding my breath, but maybe that will make it so I like him more, because he'll surprise me.
I'm interested to see how long we're in this fancy city before they like take off into the world.
I'm also curious because you haven't really seen Yaga's power.
No,
not much of it. I want to see how powerful, because they claim he's one of the most powerful wizards, so I want to see how powerful he actually is.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
That's really all we got for these ones, guys. Episode 7 was awesome. Episode 8 was just okay.
Very okay.
Reach out to us. gamingmarriage@gmail.com, at gamingmarriage, unless you got something else for us here.
No, we've done a lot of very short podcasts lately.
Yeah, a lot more. We are playing some video games again, though.
Yeah.
Which is actually nice. We kind of have like 2 or 3 in the docket.
Yeah, you're playing...
Returnal.
I almost just said Replicant. That we're not playing near Replicant.
We will play that.
At some point.
But we are playing... Subnautica's coming out.
Is it Below Zero?
Yeah, Below Zero, and then Mario Odyssey when we get Bun on here.
Yes.
Mr. Ben will be joining us again for Mario Odyssey, everybody. So if you like him, let him know so he'll stick around more often.
He also has the same upcoming issue as us. He's 2 weeks behind.
Mm-hmm. We'll water him, we'll feed him, we'll get him in here.
Yep.
Maybe we'll even get Yvette to say some stuff.
She said some stuff on that one.
She did. We expect more words this time around. More words. All right, everybody. Bye.
Bye.